All right. Hello, everyone. Digital anchor Rachel Ramsey here in the NBC4i Digital Center with meteorologist Ben Gelber. And today it's a weather alert day, Ben, and we got some storms coming.
Yeah, Rachel, we have time. If you're wondering about your outdoor plans in the next few hours, this is not the period of concern. It will likely be from, say, 6 to midnight from northwest to southeast. We don't have any current weather watches in effect. I've checked. The National Weather Service just issued a storm prediction center thunderstorm watch, but for the state of Michigan. So that tells you where the initial focus is. I see one thunderstorm warning north of Kokomo, Indiana. That storm will ride north of us too. So the timing is with a cold front just near Chicago. By the time that gets into our viewing area, it's closer to sunset, and that lines up better with our models in terms of the higher risk of some locally gusty storms. Now, there are a couple of showers right now between Waldo and Delaware, but these are not serious. Obviously, we could pop a random shower or storm because I just went outside. It is quite steamy out there. But in terms of severe weather, we're looking more around and just after sunset for central Ohio.
Okay. And when it comes to those storms, I know we talked about this last time we had a weather alert day, Ben. What are we expecting? Some thunderstorms and also any hail? What could we expect in our area?
Looking at the parameters, especially I think for the northern counties of Ohio, and that would include areas near and north of US 30. So Marion, Bucyrus, Mount Gilead, also even a little bit to the south. What we're looking at is some strong gusty winds, but with weather warnings, those winds can gust between 40 and 60 miles an hour on the leading edge of a line of storms. Like you said, we could see hail up to an inch in diameter. That would be quarter sized in the northern portion of the state. There's even a remote chance of some rotation, probably more in lower Michigan and far northern Ohio. So you can't rule out an isolated spin-up tornado, but I think the focus needs to be on if we get an organized line of storms between 8 and midnight, basically crossing the area from northwest to southeast, damaging winds, frequent lightning, and certainly heavy rain. I don't think flooding is going to be a concern because the line is going to be moving just fast enough that the storms won't linger. All of this is very standard fare for July storms. You focus more on the lightning and the leading edge where you get the strong winds, less so in the spring and early summer when we worry more about rotation and larger hail when the atmosphere is a little colder upstairs.
And I know obviously it's Thursday, so everyone's going to be thinking about their weekend plans. And I know you said later tonight is when the storms are going to be coming. But what about this weekend? Are we going to be expecting anything like this?
No. The good news is this is a cold front that will live up to its name in that the air will be slightly cooler and noticeably less humid. Even by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, still a little warm and sticky. Showers will be exiting our eastern counties. But through the day tomorrow with a northerly wind flow, and right on through the weekend, you'll feel the humidity come down into, for July, very pleasant range. We could see morning temperatures in the 50s come Saturday morning and low 60s Sunday morning. Now, the only asterisk is that at the end of the day Sunday, there's a little minor disturbance that could pop a stray shower or storm between 4 and 8 o'clock Sunday evening. Not severe, not widespread, but I'll just mention that. So the very tail end of the weekend, a little better chance of showers and storms on Monday with the next front coming in. But I say 80-90% of the weekend is going to be great.
Well, that's good.
And so we can thank this front. And after we get through whatever it does this evening in terms of scattered storms, because it's strong enough to push this very muggy air, again, very typical of July, off to the east and south.
Perfect. And I'm looking outside right now. It's not looking bad at all because you
No.
said those storms are going to be, expected later. So obviously, if you have stuff to do today, I would recommend getting it done now.
Yeah, right. You have the afternoon, and this is a little bit of a weather geek comment. The stuff I look at. What is? If you'll notice that the puffy clouds are not growing really tall just yet. It's almost like it's what we call a cap on them. It's like a lid. In other words, the atmosphere is kind of warm and stable above the ground. So clouds that try to build into storms, it's kind of a delayed process. But that cap or lid will get essentially lifted, like lifting a pot off a boiling pot of water, when the cold front comes in this evening, and then all bets are off in the sense that now storms can kind of pop at will. So, we use, meteorologists can use certain clues. Yeah, you can feel the heat and humidity, but not all heat and humidity days are equal because it has to do with the temperature in the middle and upper atmosphere, not just where we're feeling it here at the ground. But either way, weather alert day means any storms could become strong or severe in a short period of time. Primary focus, we'll say for our whole viewing area, 6 to midnight.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And Ben, is there anything else you want to add on to our, talking to our viewers about weather alert day today?
Yeah, just make sure you keep coming back. Dave and I, between 4 and 7, if there are weather warnings for individual counties, of course we call them immediately. If you're away from television, you've got your Storm Team 4 weather app, which will also show you lightning. It will send you immediate weather alerts to your phone or tablet. So the main thing is just we could try to get people to pay attention so you don't wander out walking the dog or taking a jog, not being aware that maybe in 15 minutes lightning will get into your area. Because lightning is actually often our biggest concern this time of year, and sometimes all of us don't take it seriously. I know it sounds cliche, when thunder roars, go indoors. If there's thunder, there's lightning. You can't have it any other way, and that means you're now close enough potentially to be impacted by a lightning strike.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Ben, for informing everyone, telling us, what's going on for Weather Alert Day today. And guys, like Ben said, download that Storm Team 4 weather app, especially for days like today with Weather Alert Day to stay up to date. And of course, we will have live coverage coming up on First at 4.